Every day presents an opportunity to become a better version of yourself. But the truth is, most people stay stuck in the same cycle, never growing, never evolving. Why? Because they lack a system for continuous self-improvement. They wait for motivation instead of building discipline. They expect change without putting in the effort. But real growth doesn't happen by accident, it happens by choice. The good news is that improvement is possible for anyone willing to put in the work. No matter where you are in life, you can take control of your future by adopting the right mindset and strategies. Imagine looking back a year from now and realizing how much you've grown, physically, mentally, emotionally, and even financially. The version of you that feels stuck today doesn't have to stay that way. But you have to make a decision. Do you want to stay the same, or do you want to evolve? In this video, I'll break down exactly how you can develop a mindset of growth, level up your skills, and create lasting change in your life. We'll go beyond basic self-help advice and dive deep into practical strategies that actually work. If you're serious about becoming the best version of yourself, make sure to subscribe and stay tuned for more insights from Beyond Vision Mindset. Let's get started. 1. Develop self-awareness. The first step to constant self-improvement is understanding yourself. You can't grow if you don't know where you stand. Most people go through life on autopilot, never stopping to reflect on their habits, decisions, and beliefs. They repeat the same mistakes, react to situations instead of responding with wisdom, and wonder why they aren't making progress. But if you don't take time to assess your thoughts and behaviors, you'll never know what needs to change. Self-awareness means being brutally honest with yourself. It's about asking the hard questions. What are my weaknesses? What habits are holding me back? How do I react under stress? What fears or limiting beliefs are stopping me from growing? These are not easy questions, but the more you reflect on them, the more clarity you gain. Start keeping a journal to track your thoughts, emotions, and progress. Write down the moments you feel frustrated, unmotivated, or stuck. Those are clues pointing to areas of improvement. Another powerful way to develop self-awareness is by seeking feedback. Sometimes, we are blind to our own flaws. Ask close friends, mentors, or colleagues for honest feedback. How do they perceive you? What do they think you could improve? You might not like everything you hear, but the truth will set you free. Growth begins when you acknowledge your shortcomings and take responsibility for them. Finally, practice mindfulness. In a world full of distractions, it's easy to lose touch with yourself. Set aside time every day to disconnect from external noise and reflect inward. Pay attention to your thoughts, emotions, and reactions. The more aware you become of your inner world, the more control you will have over your actions. Self-awareness is the foundation of all personal growth. Without it, you're just guessing. But with it, you gain the power to shape your future with intention. 2. Set clear and achievable goals. You can't improve if you don't have a direction. Many people say they want to be successful, happier, or more disciplined, but their goals are vague and undefined. They wake up every day hoping for change, but without a clear plan, they fall back into old habits. If you don't define what success looks like for you, how will you know when you've achieved it? Without a target, you're just wandering aimlessly, wasting time and energy. Setting clear goals gives your life structure and purpose. The key is to be specific. Instead of saying, "I want to be healthier," set a measurable goal like, "I will exercise for 30 minutes 5 times a week." Instead of saying, "I want to be successful," define what success means, whether it's building a profitable business, mastering a skill, or improving your mindset. The more precise your goal, the easier it is to create a step-by-step plan to reach it. Once you've set a goal, break it down into smaller, actionable steps. Big goals can feel overwhelming, which is why most people quit before they even start. If your goal is to read 30 books in a year, start with reading just 10 pages a day. If your goal is to wake up earlier, begin by setting your alarm 15 minutes earlier each week until you adjust. Small, consistent actions compound over time and lead to massive progress. Another crucial factor is setting deadlines. Without a timeline, procrastination takes over. If you give yourself a vague, endless window to achieve something, chances are you'll keep pushing it off. Set a clear deadline for each step of your goal. If you want to develop a new skill, decide when you'll complete your first course or when you'll dedicate time to practice. Having a deadline keeps you accountable and gives you a sense of urgency. Lastly, track your progress and adjust as needed. Improvement isn't always linear. There will be setbacks and challenges. But the key is to stay flexible and adapt. Regularly check in on your goals. Are you making progress? What's working? What needs to change? Self-reflection keeps you from drifting off course. Setting clear and achievable goals is what separates dreamers from doers. Those who achieve great things in life don't rely on luck. They create a vision, break it down into actionable steps, and stay committed. When you have a clear purpose and a solid plan, improvement becomes inevitable. 3. Build strong habits and routines. Your habits shape your life. Every decision you make, no matter how small, is either pushing you toward growth or keeping you stuck in place. Most people fail to improve not because they lack talent or intelligence, but because their daily habits don't align with their goals. They want to be healthier but eat junk food every day. They want to be successful but waste hours scrolling through social media. Change doesn't happen overnight. It happens through consistent, repeated actions over time. The key to self-improvement is building habits that support your growth. Start by identifying the habits that are holding you back. Do you procrastinate? Do you sleep in too late? Do you avoid challenges because they make you uncomfortable? Be honest with yourself. If you want to improve, you must replace bad habits with positive ones that align with your goals. One of the most powerful ways to build strong habits is through a structured routine. A routine eliminates the need for constant decision-making and willpower by creating a system that keeps you on track. For example, if you want to be more productive, create a morning routine that sets the tone for your day. Wake up at the same time, exercise, read, and set your priorities before jumping into work. If you want to improve your mindset, build a routine that includes daily reflection, gratitude, or meditation. When you make these habits automatic, self-improvement becomes effortless. But habits don't just form overnight, they require consistency. Many people give up too soon because they expect immediate results. The truth is, real change takes time. Research shows that it takes an average of 66 days to solidify a new habit. That's why discipline is more important than motivation. Motivation comes and goes, but discipline is what keeps you moving forward even when you don't feel like it. One effective strategy to reinforce habits is habit stacking, linking a new habit to an existing one. For example, if you want to develop the habit of reading, attach it to something you already do every day, like drinking your morning coffee. Instead of scrolling through your phone, open a book. Over time, this association makes the habit feel natural and automatic. Finally, track your progress and reward yourself for small wins. Seeing your consistency builds confidence and reinforces your commitment to improvement. Use a habit tracker or journal to measure how often you follow through. Celebrate milestones to keep yourself motivated. Remember, your habits determine your future. If you master them, you master your life. 4. Learn from failure. Most people fear failure. They see it as a sign of weakness, a reason to quit, or proof that they're not good enough. But the truth is, failure is one of the greatest teachers in life. Every mistake, setback, and rejection carries a lesson, if you're willing to see it. The most successful people in the world have failed more times than the average person has even tried. The difference is that they don't let failure define them, they let it refine them. Think about some of the greatest minds in history. Thomas Edison failed over 1,000 times before inventing the light bulb. Michael Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team before becoming one of the greatest players of all time. J.K. Rowling was rejected by multiple publishers before Harry Potter became a global phenomenon. If any of these people had let failure stop them, they would have never reached success. What separates winners from quitters is how they respond to failure. The key is to change your perspective. Instead of seeing failure as the end, see it as a stepping stone. When you fail, ask yourself, what went wrong? What can I learn from this? How can I improve? Every failure is an opportunity for growth. It forces you to rethink your strategy, strengthen your resilience, and develop new skills. If you avoid failure, you avoid learning. But if you embrace it, you become unstoppable. One of the best ways to handle failure is to detach your self-worth from the outcome. Just because you failed at something doesn't mean you are a failure. Failure is an event, not a label. Too many people take failure personally, allowing it to crush their confidence and discourage them from trying again. But the most successful individuals separate their identity from their mistakes. They understand that failure is temporary, but quitting is permanent. Another important mindset shift is to see failure as feedback. Every time you fail, life is giving you valuable information. Maybe you need to improve your skills, change your approach, or develop more patience. Instead of getting frustrated, become curious. Analyze what went wrong and use that knowledge to do better next time. Growth comes from trial and error, and the more you embrace the process, the faster you improve. Finally, don't let the fear of failure stop you from taking action. Many people stay stuck in their comfort zone because they're afraid of making mistakes. But playing it safe leads to stagnation. If you never take risks, you never grow. The greatest rewards in life come from stepping outside of your comfort zone and embracing challenges. The sooner you accept failure as part of the journey, the sooner you'll achieve real success. Failure is not the opposite of success, it's a part of it. Every time you fail, you're one step closer to success. So instead of running from failure, use it to fuel your growth. The only true failure is refusing to try. 5. Surround yourself with the right people. The people you spend the most time with shape your mindset, habits, and ultimately, your future. If you surround yourself with negative, unmotivated individuals who complain about life but never take action, their energy will rub off on you. On the other hand, if you surround yourself with ambitious, disciplined, and growth-minded individuals, you will naturally adopt their mindset and behaviors. The saying is true. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Think about your current circle. Do the people around you encourage growth, or do they keep you stuck in place? Do they inspire you to push beyond your limits, or do they pull you down with negativity? Many people struggle to improve because they stay attached to relationships that no longer serve them. It's not about cutting people off coldly. It's about recognizing who adds value to your life and who drains it. One of the best things you can do for your growth is to seek out people who challenge and inspire you. Find mentors who have achieved what you want to achieve. Learn from their experience, observe their mindset, and apply their lessons to your own life. Surround yourself with peers who are driven, disciplined, and focused. Their energy will push you to do better. Engage in communities, online or in person, that align with your goals. Whether it's business, fitness, personal development, or any other area, being around like-minded individuals accelerates your progress. At the same time, don't be afraid to distance yourself from toxic influences. If someone constantly discourages you, doubts your potential, or brings negativity into your life, it may be time to set boundaries. It doesn't mean you have to cut ties completely, but you must protect your energy. Growth requires an environment that nurtures it, and if your surroundings are filled with doubt, excuses, or distractions, it will be nearly impossible to thrive. Also, be mindful of the content you consume. In today's digital world, your inner circle isn't just the people you see in person, it's also the books you read, the podcasts you listen to, and the videos you watch. Fill your mind with knowledge, wisdom, and inspiration. Instead of mindlessly scrolling through social media, follow people who educate and uplift you. Instead of wasting time on entertainment that adds no value, invest in learning something new every day. Lastly, remember that personal growth is not just about receiving support, it's also about giving it. Be the kind of person who encourages others to improve. Inspire, uplift, and challenge the people around you to become better. When you cultivate an environment of growth, not only do you elevate yourself, but you also help others rise with you. Your environment matters. The people you choose to surround yourself with will either push you forward or hold you back. Choose wisely, because your success depends on it. 6. Take consistent action. Knowledge is useless without action. Many people consume endless self-improvement content, read books, watch motivational videos, and set goals, but they never follow through. They get stuck in the trap of planning and waiting for the perfect moment. But improvement doesn't come from just knowing what to do, it comes from actually doing it. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is simple. Action. The biggest mistake people make is overthinking. They analyze every detail, fear making mistakes, and convince themselves they're not ready. This leads to paralysis. Days, weeks, and even years go by without any real progress. The truth is, you will never feel completely ready. The perfect time will never come. The only way to improve is to take action now, even if you're not fully prepared. Growth happens through doing, failing, and adjusting along the way. Small, daily actions lead to massive results over time. If you want to get in shape, don't wait for the perfect workout plan. Start with a 10-minute walk today. If you want to build a business, don't wait until you have everything figured out. Take the first step, even if it's small. Progress comes from consistent effort, not from waiting for the ideal conditions. One of the best ways to stay consistent is to build discipline. Motivation is temporary. It comes and goes. Discipline, however, keeps you moving forward even when you don't feel like it. The key is to commit to a schedule and stick to it, no matter what. If you decide to work on a skill for 30 minutes a day, don't negotiate with yourself. Do it whether you feel motivated or not. Over time, discipline becomes second nature, and success becomes inevitable. Another important principle is to embrace imperfection. Many people hesitate to take action because they fear failing or looking foolish. But perfectionism is just another form of procrastination. Understand that your first attempt will never be perfect, and that's okay. The goal is progress, not perfection. Every action, no matter how small, builds momentum. The more you act, the more confident you become. Finally, track your progress and stay accountable. Keep a journal or checklist of your daily actions. Review what's working and what needs improvement. If possible, find an accountability partner, someone who will push you to stay on track. When you see consistent progress, it fuels your motivation to keep going. At the end of the day, action is the key to improvement. Without it, all the knowledge in the world is useless. Stop waiting, stop hesitating, and start doing. The sooner you take action, the sooner you'll see real change. Conclusion. Growth is a lifelong journey. Improving yourself isn't a one-time event, it's a lifelong commitment. The people who truly succeed in life understand that growth never stops. They constantly set new goals, refine their habits, learn from failure, surround themselves with the right people, and most importantly, take action. The journey of self-improvement isn't always easy, but it's always worth it. Remember, real change happens when you apply what you've learned. Don't just consume information, use it. Take small, consistent steps every day. Progress may be slow, but as long as you keep moving forward, you're winning. And most importantly, never settle. Keep pushing yourself to become the best version of who you can be. If you're serious about growth and want to keep improving, make sure to subscribe to Beyond Vision Mindset for more content on mastering your mindset, building resilience, and unlocking your full potential. Keep striving, keep learning, and never stop growing.